All right. Drawing some Skeletor versus Thulsa Doom. Should be pretty fun. Gonna start from nothing and hopefully make something. And that's taken from Rambo. They're coming out with the new Rambo movie. I don't like that. I kind of want that franchise to just die. You know, for me, Rambo is like Ash. I don't think anybody should play him. just go and make something else. You know what I mean? Don't make another Rambo. Like that guy. I think it's the guy that plays Ken in the new Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter. I don't think we need another. I don't think we need another Rambo movie. I know it's the prequel, but if it's the prequel and they show him in high school and he's supposed to be like the quarterback and people like him, and then he goes to war, he goes to Vietnam and he sees some shit, and okay, maybe I can like allow that movie to happen, but the guy they got to play him, I don't know. There's another guy playing Stallone too that actually looks like him. It's like a Rocky movie or something. But anyways, okay, let's clear this out right here. This was this from the Crom stream where I'm doing a comic book page breakdown. This is the breakdowns and this is the pencils. We're not doing that tonight though, so we'll get that out of here. We'll do that next week. I'm trying to switch it up around here. I did a poll on Twitter, and also I did oh hey, how's it going, Stinky Willie? Thanks for stopping by. I did a poll on our community tab right here, and for those of you guys that are watching now and on the replay, if you're subscribed to the channel, please put your art in there if it lets you own it. I'm just trying to test it out and see if you guys are allowed to post your art, because it's looking like you guys can't post in there. So I actually want you guys to post in there and conversate and do stuff like that. But I put a poll up on there of who would win in a fight, right? It would be Thulsa Doom versus Skeletor, or what fight do you want me to draw? Sorry. And it was that matchup, and it was also I also did He-Man versus the Dolph Lundgren He-Man versus the Kurgan from Highlander, right? That was another one. And the last one was who was the last one? It was Headlopper versus Death Dealer, and that one came pretty close. But thanks for subbing. How's it going, Pop Junkie? Thank you. Thanks for subbing. I'll show you real quick. This was this was the page layout for King Crom page 2. This I'm going to be doing Crom streams for that. We'll be doing this stream maybe tomorrow too, because yeah. And then we're going to start inking this, and I'm going to do probably 2 pages a year of this story, because I'm going to be contributing to an anthology, a Crom anthology, with a bunch of different indie people, and I'll probably be on book 3. They just put out book 1, so I'm doing the long haul, and that's going to be I already wrote the story. So it's probably going to be around 30 to 40 pages. And then eventually one day I'll combine all those and make a story out of it. I know it's far out. But thanks guys. Thank you. So we're doing that, but anyway, Skeletor and Thulsa Doom 1. So right now we're working on that on this stream, and yeah, thank you. I'll definitely be trying to do that. Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm definitely going to publish it. It'll be in the Crom anthology. I don't have my Crom anthology in here. It's in the other room. But if you go to cromthebarbarian.com, you could pick up a bunch of dope-ass indie books, like some sick indie books. And you can get the Crom, like, collected. This has, like, it's like the Crom Bible. You can go there. And, yeah, I got links in there. And it has the old printed stories. It has, like, kind of like a new origin for him in there as well. And it's created by the guy that actually owns the Gardner Fox library, or he runs it. His name's Kurt Bruegel, and he runs this, too. So, and Gardner Fox created Crom. He also created the Flash, Hawkman, and Batman's utility belt. That's him, Gardner Fox, creator Crom. And he was inspired by his creation, Conan. But yeah, that's for another day, I guess. But yeah, so right now I'm trying to come up with a good layout for Skeletor versus Thulsa Doom. Thulsa Doom was the character that was created by Robert E. Howard. And for the movie Conan the Barbarian, Oliver Stone wrote 2 scripts in 1 year. He had left Vietnam, and I believe he was up in a hotel, like kind of coked out. And he wrote Masters of the Universe, and he also wrote Scarface. And he, for Masters of the Universe, he wrote like I think 10 movie treatments, and allegedly they hooked up with Mattel, whoever was. I think it was De Laurentiis was the producers, and I forgot what other company it was. Was it Columbia or I don't remember. Universal, I think actually. And yeah, they were going to make toys for it, but they ended up not making all those movies, obviously. And what happened was they got stuck with all these molds, and the molds became He-Man and the Masters of the Universe instead of Conan. So that's why He-Man looks like Conan with blonde hair. And then Thulsa Doom is the villain in the movie, and the one from the actual comic book and lore accurate Thulsa Doom is from King Cole, and he has a skull for his head. He's the first Lich ever. So that became Skeletor from those molds. So that's why we have Skeletor is basically like the son of he's like the clone of Thulsa Doom. He's just kind of more barbaric, like he's bigger, he's buff. So, but we all love those toys, man. I know I did. They got tossed out though when I was a kid. Those and my my Ninja Turtles. Yeah, they got rid of those. But in this one I'm going to be drawing the Thulsa Doom with the sword from the movie Conan the Barbarian. He's going to have the Atlantean sword in here. He'll have that. So right now we're just coming out with the layout, just kind of thinking of stuff. Skeletor is going to have a sword too, as well, and he's going to have a staff too, the ram staff. As far as what Skeletor I'm going to draw, I don't know. I'm probably going to just kind of make up my own, as I go. Just do that, let's see here. Stinky Willie. I love Ninja Turtles. Yeah, me too, man. Yeah, I used to have the Technodrome. Hold on one second. Let's see if this will work. I used to have the Technodrome and like the sewer playset. I had like the blimp. I never got the car though, for some reason. This thing's being a little bee snatch. Hold on. Yeah, I never got the turtle van. I always wanted that. Yeah. I think it's tweaking out. Tweaking. Let's see here. I used to have a race car that was a Ninja Turtle theme, and I kept crashing it. I had a G.I. Joe like Power Wheels when I was a kid. It's a big old gun, a big old water gun it was an electric water gun. It would shoot out like choo 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 choo. Yeah. Let me see if I can fix this camera one more time. It's acting kind of weird. Let's see if that works. I don't know why it does that. Hopefully that works, guys. Sorry for the technical difficulties over here in the BATT MURK studios. Now back to our scheduled program. All right, so here we go. We got a little basic stale, like, posing. Got like a little Boris Vallejo style posing right there. Cheese. Okay, so we'll move on from that. I want to have them like beating each other down, I'm going to have to come up with a name for this show. because this is where what my shtick is. I've been thinking of it's got to be over the top. Now I have another show. I'm doing a brunch show once a week called Barbarian Brunch. We talk about everything barbarian, sword, sorcery, and fantasy. Let's see here. Yeah. So you get the race car. We got 4 people watching. Thanks for the liking and subscribing. You guys are awesome. Oh yeah, hell yeah. All right. I've been working on my Kickstarter. I got to do a Kickstarter trailer tomorrow, so I'm looking forward to doing that. That's going to be pretty challenging. Let's see here. So we're gonna draw a bunch of these until I get it. You know, it's a process. It is a process. Well, I used to play D&D a lot, and this reminds me kind of like those characters in it. Oh yeah, yeah, because the Litches come from these guys. You know, the Lich, any type of like wizard or sorcerer that's got a skull for a head that's in the dungeon. That's Thulsa Doom, man. And Skeletor, you know. Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, we're gonna find one of these. I might just do like a. Yeah, I don't know why. Who do you think would win in this fight? That's a question. Yeah. Let's just get a little different right here. Got the ram head right there. Just get him in the ribs. Yeah. I like to get these characters. I like to let the characters kind of have a little moment to shine, you know? It's kind of hard. Because I can have them clanging swords, but to me, it's cool. You could draw it good, like a lot of people can, but for me, it's all about like having some cool like action in there. The pain, you know? Like, see, he's got a staff. Like, what's a cool thing, you know, that he could do with the staff, you know? How's he going to hurt Thulsa Doom? There's got to be a lot of magic in this, you know? So that might be kind of tricky. There might be some melting, some melting going on, you know? Maybe a little, like some elemental melting. Yep. Also, guys, if you want, think about subscribing to my, sign up for my Substack. You guys are going to get all the updates for all my everything I'm doing, and then you're also going to get a link for my campaign, a discount tier for HELWÄR when my book HELWÄR launches. So that'll be $5 off. Yep. Maybe I'll have one jumping through the air. Like that. You know. I really like the cartoon, Masters of the Universe cartoon from Cartoon Network. That's the shit. So you're just doing the thumbnails right now? How's it going, Rick Booker? Yes, just doing the thumbnails. Just trying to come up with something. I'll probably do, probably going to do like 8 streams. This will probably be the first one, but I'm going to alternate it with different streams. That's what I usually do, about 6 to 8 streams of one drawing. I start with this. Just so people can see my process, you know. Usually people kind of come in and out and surf and stuff. That's what I do. You know what I mean? When I'm checking out YouTube, I'm usually kind of jumping through other people's channels, surfing around, surfing the chats. I had an idea for a surfer book. Pretty cool idea. I was thinking about a movie script actually. Like, kind of like Heavy Metal style, like Heavy Metal, the magazine, Metal Long. Let me think here. Let's see. So Skeletor is obviously going to be stronger than him, man. I actually think Skeletor would probably win in a fight against Thulsa Doom. I mean, Thulsa Doom's pretty. He's the OG, so it's kind of tough. It's kind of tough because he's probably going to be tapped into the god Set, the snake god. Let's see here, Rick and Booker. I'm working on mine's also on my other channel, 600 Studio Forever. Oh, that's cool. Very nice, very nice. Let's see. Now I was looking for fan art of this too, of them fighting. Couldn't find any in the world on the internet, anyways. Let's see here. Okay, maybe he's got something like this. He's stabbing him through the arm. Okay, now I'm getting some ideas. See, just like sometimes you'll just start drawing and you'll get ideas, and then you could use that idea to the next thumbnail, Oh, you're building a new Samurai Jack style anime with an urban beat to it. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I gotta go check out that show. I never watched it. I know it's Genndy Tartakovsky did it. Let's try this one up here. Ooh, 9 likes. Yeah, I'm almost to getting up to 1,000 subs myself. Almost there. Thanks everybody for liking and subscribing. I appreciate it. Okay. Yep. Let's see here. Classic show, huh? Ooh, I got an idea. Ooh. I think I'm gonna have. Fuck it. All right, I think I'm gonna have Thulsa Doom grabbing Skeletor's staff and having it just melt his hand like that. Possibly, we'll see. It might be kind of cool. Yeah, so the hand will be kind of melted, maybe. I'm just thinking right now. We're just throwing ideas at the wall like spaghetti, Okay. Oh, you like to see the process? Yeah, I like to see that too. Usually it's like in these fast videos people cut up. I do those too. Like I'll take these eight live streams and I'll chop up like 10 or however many pictures out of them, and then I'll make a little short like that. But I don't like, record it live or anything like that. That's that's my style. Everyone's got their own style of doing it, as they should. Yeah. Let's see. So he's got that. Okay, these guys are still pretty stiff. We don't want that. Really stiff. Okay. So you got the staff right there. Boom, boom. Moving around. There's my eraser right there. Okay, good. Okay, so starting to get the feel for it. Sometimes I do 3 of these. Sometimes I do 16 of them, Sometimes it's just hard. Just really depends. Let's see if I could put yeah, they're probably going to fight in Snake Mountain, man. Because Thulsa Doom's kind of just like You don't really got a cool hideout. Did you do the story? Oh no, I'm not. For my comic, did I do the story for my comic already, or that's what you're talking about? Let's see. Oh yeah, my story. The story's done. The comic's done. The art's done. The letters are done. It's at the editor right now. He'll send it back to me, and then I make the proper adjustments. You might have me draw an extra page. You might have me take out a page. You know, or suggest it, and I might say, no, or I might say, oh, okay, you got a point. You know, just depends. Check for spelling and all that stuff. Then I'll take it, and then I might add like a couple of tweaks here and there. But I want to have the book. I'm going to ship the book out by like November. I'll put November as like a ship date, but I'm gonna try to get it out like in the summertime or before, because it's done already. I don't have much to I don't have much to do to it, and it's going to be 106 pages. So it's all black and white though. It's going to be a dirty photocopy looking comic, old school. It's going to have that aesthetic to it. Inked, black and white. It's going to have it'll have a coffee stain in there. I got one. All kinds of stuff. That's something. All my books aren't going to be like that though. Every book's a different monster entirely. Different vibe, different feel, different aura. Mad aura, bro. Yeah, they all have to be like that, I think. Definitely gritty, definitely sludgy, definitely trashy. Not smut. I don't have like nudity in it, but but grimy, yeah. Like you'd find it like in the gutter, like in Hollywood in the 1990s. And it's going to be the size of a heavy metal record. It's going to look like a metal record. So it's a square. It's going to be a square paperback comic book with like really like hopefully like the paper is going to be nice, and it's not going to be glossy or nothing. It's going to be pretty tough. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I promise you it'll be a comic book if it gets made. Hopefully it'll be a comic book like you've never done. And I'm trying to think outside the box to really get people to sign up for it and things like that. That's why I'm trying to get people to sign up for my Substack, so it's free. That way you guys, there's going to be a Substack tier on there. You guys are going to get $5 off. Also, everybody's going to get a free sketch card that backs in the first 24 hours. You're also going to get the song HELWÄR that I recorded with my band. What else is there? If we make more money, I would definitely make more. I would make stretch goals. Like I'd make an actual record sleeve. I'd make T-shirts, or at least available T-shirts. First thing would be patches, though. Definitely would do a HELWÄR patch, because HELWÄR is the name of the band and the character. Kind of like Van Halen. Van Halen's got their own name. When I was creating the character, I was like, yeah, I could do that, but I don't want to make him be the singer, though. I don't want HELWÄR to be the singer. I want him to be the lead guitar player. So, yeah, and the band, they're pretty much all like Viking dudes. There's a couple of them in the band that aren't Vikings, but they all like are kind of low key Viking. Yeah, I guess they are. They're all Scandinavian in a weird way. Let's see here. I really like these poses. Let's see here. The record shape size is really cool. Wow. And you do music? I try to, man. If I'm blessed enough. Just depends on if I'm working with people, But I try to do that with every release, every comic I put out. I try to record a song, because I try to write some music. But it's always been with me and my buddy Dave. He plays every instrument. I just do the vocals and the lyrics. And when you do the comic, the comic's already there. But yeah, it's just us. But back in the day, it was me, him, and my brother. My brother plays drums. He's fucking awesome. But that was like 15, 16 years ago. Yeah, I got a demo. I got a demo of us playing too in the living room where we used to jam. We used to jam in his my buddy's living room. Got like 12 song demo. But when you hear it, it's like, oh, it's it's fun to listen to. Even though it's it's like that. It's live. It's live music. It was like circa, what is it, 20 years ago? Yeah. Wild. Or not 20 years ago, but something like that. I can't really pinpoint the exact date. Yeah, probably 20 years ago, I'm thinking. Crazy. There's internet. There's one video of me out there in the internet playing in a bar with one of the other bands I was in. Maybe I'll clip that. It's pretty funny. Let's see. That video is 16 years old. Yeah, for sure. Long time ago. Okay. All right. I gotta think. Yeah, I like that pose too. That's just pretty dope. Oh well. All right. All right, I got that. Right. Trying to get this going right here. This one's tough. This one's a hard one. Kind of coming back to the same poses. I think I gotta switch the idea up, the concept. I gotta think of something different. You gotta have updates. Kickstarter is huge now, man. There's a lot of competition out there, especially if you're gonna come out the gate with a black and white book. It's like, woo, it's a lot of work. The coloring of the book's a lot of work. Let's see. Always got to think about like how Frazetta does it. As like the father of fantasy. I just think he had the best like raw like movement. Telling a story. Try to get my figures moving around. That's like the main thing. Feeling that. Okay. Now we're kind of getting somewhere a little bit. Yeah, I don't want to do that one either. Let's move on. Let's see. All right, I think I figured it out now. Okay. Maybe not like that. Not like that. Okay. All right. Trying to figure this out. So, trying to get him in the air. We got the sword right here. Got a Thulsa jumping through the air onto Skeletor. That might be kind of cool. All right, so he's melting that arm off like that. that. He's got him here. He's got him there. That should be cool. We can keep messing with it. Keep moving the arms and the shoulders around. I think Skeletor would be scared of I think Skeletor would be scared of Thulsa Doom. I don't know why. Because he's like the OG, you know? It's kind of similar to the last drawing I did. Because you got like one guy coming down through the air. But I don't know. And then the other one's kind of going up like that. So I kind of don't want to do that. I like to switch it up a bit, you know? So let's see. How can I make it interesting in that way? So we're getting close. Like conceptually, like that's a pretty decent battle. But I'm gonna see if I can move it around a little bit more. I'm not entirely happy with it. I want to switch it up. Let's see. How much damage can they both inflict in one picture, you know? That's kind of the question, I guess. Yeah. Hey, how's it going, Buzz? Thanks for stopping by, man. Hope you're doing good. Everybody go subscribe to Buzz Azevedo. He's got a bunch of awesome books out. Check him out. Check him out. Let's see. Try it this way. See how that it works. Let's see here. Thinking. I think Skeletor too. He would be more. I don't know, but actually they're both kind of badasses. I think THULSA is he was a barbarian too, from my understanding. So yeah, they're both barbarians that turned sorcerers. Yeah, this one's a little trickier than I thought. It's when you think you got it, and then you don't. Yeah. Try to get like a full pose, and I don't want any of their back showing. I want to get like kind of like almost a full like headshot of these guys. You know, I know it's a skull, but I don't want there to be just like a hood covering it. I mean, you can make it look cool and kind of ominous, but I don't want to do that. I want to see both their faces. Getting down. This one's might be the one I go with. That one's kind of, you know. But I know as soon as I decide on something, I'm going to think of something else. And yeah. I'm kind of digging this one a little bit. I think I might do that one. I think I'm gonna switch. I'm gonna flop it though. Normally I would take a picture of this and then I would just reverse it, and then I would draw it from that thumbnail. But since I don't have that right now, I'm just let's see, where's that? It's right there. That's it, right? Just hold it up to the light like that. See that? Just kind of get in there like that. It's just a thumbnail. More fun. Yeah. There we go. All right. Right. I get to a point though where I can even like shine a flashlight under there. Put your cell phone under there. Just shine a light underneath it. Okay. Okay. This is coming out of there. And he is coming down on like the leg. Let's see. I think that's what he was trying to do. Yep. For now. Eventually we'll start moving into it, and then we'll have this. I just gotta nail that pose. Yeah, see. It's gotta be like that. This will be Skeletor right there. We'll have the sword, and then he's going to be in a weird position. So Skeletor will be like that. Doom will be flying down at him like a crazy like banshee. Skeletor is gonna have his staff like that. Now, let's see here. I might even have like some magic coming out of the staff, you know. But Doom's gonna be grabbing the staff in midair, the ram staff, and it's gonna be like melting all the way down. And his arm's gonna be kind of like melting as well. Yeah. All right. Skeletors. Yeah, see. And thinking about Skeletor, like, oh man, I want to see the sword, you know. Ooh, you got to compromise though, man. The drawings, you can't have everything you want in it. Sometimes it's like, oh, I try. I want to work in that sword in there. Let's see if I could do it. Maybe if I, how can I get that sword? Just like the handle, dude. That handle, and then like just if I could see the handle, like right there, you know. Maybe kind of if I could move his body around. I want to see the handle, so his hand would have to be like right here, like that. Yeah, kind of stupid, but if I could see that hand, the handle, it's iconic, dude. Let's see. No. Get that out of there. You're gonna bring in that arm a little bit. You know, and maybe he can be kind of landing on the sword like that, going straight up. Boom. Have the handle right here. We can see a little bit of the sword. Let me get this out of the way. Sorry. Get in the way, Zor. What time is it? Yeah, we're gonna go pretty late tonight. Yeah, so we got that. I ain't got work tomorrow. At least hopefully not. All right. See, this is the boring part, but in some ways it's the fun part. You know, this is where all the thinking happens. This is like the meat and the potatoes of it. So generally I have the rule where like I like to have each character kind of looking like they're winning, you know, usually. And with that, like I like them to be both doing two different things at once, you know, two different things. You know what I mean? So he's got him right here. Basically, Doom's got him. Tulsa Doom's got him right here, dude. He's got him dead to rights. Yeah, you can see the Atlantean sword too is going to be coming down into Skeletor's leg. So Doom's got him. And I'm liking this. What we're dealing with right here. You know, you know, I could have Panther like jumping on his back, just chewing up his back. You know, like like right up here. That'd be pretty dope, right? That would be pretty cool. Something to think about. But there's something about like wanting Tulsa Doom to just be like flying out of the air, like kind of scary, dude. You know, where he's just wearing like this robe. He's just coming down out of the ceiling, like, you know, Skeletor's like, ah! And he just kind of pulls out his staff, and then he grabs it, and it just starts melting his staff, melting his hand. And Skeletor kind of like shanks him like straight up through the back. And we get to see the sword, the Skeletsword. I'm digging that. Low-key digging that. So he's got the fingers right here. Let me see. Okay, this thing's coming down like that. Boom. Kind of at a weird angle too, maybe. I guess this could work. I could do the boom. You will see that too. I think he'll look scarier too if you don't see his legs. He'll be more phantasmic, just coming down out of the ceiling or out of the air, right? You could have like, and I could put Panther in there. That would be pretty badass. You know, you could have him up on a mountain like that, but you gotta. This is gonna be narrow, so it might have to be kind of like this. You gotta think about the page. Might just have him coming out of the side of the page. That might be pretty dope. That could work. Then you could throw Panther up in the side. You know, like I could have Panther like half a part. You could do a lot of Panther right here because there's all this negative space. You know, but I really like him just coming down like that. But then again, Panther could be coming, pouncing like Panther. He could be coming out of the ceiling too. That'd be fun. Panther. Clawing him up, you know? This guy was like, get in, Panther! Just fucking jumping on him, you know? It could be kind of cool. But I don't know. I might have to shrink it down a little bit because I want Skeletor to be pretty big. Yeah, you look kind of short. Kind of short there, buddy. Yeah. I have to bring it down to here probably. I'm trying to measure this up. Gosh, I love doing this shit. So fun. This thing moving. Okay, good. There we go. All right. Getting that lean action. Yeah. So the top part of this will be the snake. The bottom part will just be kind of melting off like that. And then we got our boy Skeletor. He's dealing that out right there. Trying to think. Might want to bring it in a little more. About like that. Because it's never narrow enough. I notice the problem when I do this, I don't make it narrow enough. When I start laying out it's not a problem. I mean, I make it happen like decently sometimes. But it's always good. You can get better. Get better. Kind of like that. But the thing is, if I could get that exit wound just coming out of the void right here, that'd look even cooler like that, you know? Let me see if I can juggle that. can get this right here out of there. All right. If we can do something like this, a little tuck in like that, and then one of these, and then one of those. That way you can still see the sword. And then his hand is right here. We got that shoulder right there. This comes down. Like, maybe I can just kind of finagle that. Okay. You might get that part of the leg. Yep, nope. That ain't. I don't think that's gonna work. Nope. Gonna have to change that. Trying to get some new poses in there. Shit's starting to look a little better. All right. Yeah. There we go. Got big swollenness. I'm just going to spread his legs out like that. Not the bend. I don't think I need it. There we go. We got that. And then the head right there. This is coming down. We're probably going to have to relocate the head for Doom. Probably about like right there. Eye to eye. The skull like that. Now we're getting somewhere. Okay. So he's hitting him with two. He's got two. He's got one right here. Then you got Panther maybe jumping through right here at the top, getting him in the leg. Let's see. Yeah, you don't even have to show that. He could be kind of just latched onto him a little bit. Cringer. Might be kind of cool. Might be kind of lame. Let's see. This camera's getting. There we go. All right. So Cringer or Panther. We got Skeletor, him. I'm not really feeling this right here. Something maybe a little more. Hmm. All right. Now I'm just thinking about. So you got the hood right there. Got the hood. Skeleton in the hood. I can think of now is maybe putting Panther in there, biting him up on the side. That might be kind of cool. I could just have the speech coming through like that. All right. Go with that right now, maybe. Right. So I'm thinking I'm going to roll with that one. So we did a couple. We got Skeletor versus THULSA Doom. And we got Panther jumping right there. Jumping on him, helping his buddy out. We went through a bunch of these. It was this right here. Then I just flipped it upside down. Did that. So we have that right there. Start doing something else. I'll be right back. Oh, you guys hit the like. Thanks for hitting the like and the subscribing. Awesome. I'll be right back. Let me get a drink. Start working on the pencils. All right. Let's get this going. Just picked up the new Conan the Barbarian. I'm gonna read that. I read like probably a third of it. It's really awesome. The artist in there, he kind of had like a Mad Magazine style. You guys can't see that. Okay, there we go. Like Mort Drucker. That guy is one of my favorites too. Just looking at the eyes, like damn. Like that looks like Mad style, like Jack Davis and Mort Drucker. That's what I like. A little bit of Mad style thrown in, you know, a little bit of cartoony. It's hard though. It's hard to kind of keep that for myself because my style has been changing a lot over the past few years and trying to still keep me in there. Yeah. So here we go, guys. That's the layout. Let me see. Is this still acting up again? Yeah, a little bit. Let me check this out a little. I can't really see from here. Or maybe I could try it like this. Let's try that out. There we go. Okay. So we have that right there. And now I'm going to try to start working on these pencils. see if we can do it. So this guy's probably about right here. All this coming down, he's about probably right there. All right, then we got Skeletor. Let's see. I might have to keep this over here. You know what? Where's my tape at? I think I got some tape over here somewhere. Let's tape this puppy up. Make it real simple. I'll make it real simple. Just a little bit of tape. Let's put it right there. Just like that. All right. Something like that. There we go. Just tape it up there like that. I could move this up here like this. Maybe. There we go. Okay, let's try to work that out. We have that. Maybe. Maybe I'll move it over here. Just for a second. So you guys can see it. I think that'll work. Well, let's leave it there for now. Okay, so we got that. All right, we got to work Skeletor in here. So we're going to have his head right here. Something like that. Once we lock Skeletor up in there, should be a little bit of gravy. So we gotta kind of pretend he's got his hand there. It's gonna be melting though. All right. I'm trying to work on the positioning of the body. Like his Skeletor's kind of swole. They were gonna make a Thulsa Doom movie back in the day too. I remember it was gonna be Jaimin Hunso. Yeah, that guy played Amistad back in the day. He's been in a million movies now. Million little parts. Blood Diamond, no, that was pretty big. Try to mess with this arm a little bit. Working that arm out. It's gonna get melted though, so get melted off. Right. That Skeletor coming along right there. Give him some bare feet too. He was you don't really have those too much. Sometimes he does, sometimes he doesn't. Right, we got that. Gotta give him little love handles. He's super swole. There we go. Kind of getting there a little bit. A little bit of Skelly. A little bit of Skeletors. Let's see here. It's pretty wrong things. Gonna have a sword like that, boom, boom. I even have to change this up a little bit. There we go. It's important. Right, get that right there. Enough room for his sword. Just kind of like that a little bit. Check the things that come down. To check that one out just to make sure. All right. Yeah, this guy's pretty big already. Let's see. All right. All right. All right, we got that right there. We can start drawing the staff's going to be about like right there. Right. So we got this. Right. This will be kind of long. gap. Let's see. It is kind of long. You're gonna have to move some stuff. There we go. There we go. There we go. Right. I'm just looking at this figure right here. This is fun. I'm tired, but it's fun. Let's see, he's melting that staff. I can kind of have him coming down a little bit. All right. Those two right there. Kind of a weird looking arm. Thanks again, everybody, for stopping by. I appreciate it. A little quiet right now. Just trying to get this going. Okay, gonna get that like that. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. That. See here, fix that arm. Let's see here. A little pull right there. A little pulverizer. All right. Okay, let's see if we can fix this. All right, we got these guys flying in. Maybe right here. Hell Knight Doom. Hey, thanks for stopping by. It's a cool name. Check out my comic coming out, HELWÄR. check your drawing. Do you have your drawing in the community tab, or did you? Hey, how's it going? I'm the Glue Man. Thanks for stopping by. We're drawing Thulsa Doom versus Skeletor for Masters of the Universe. And I got a poll up at the top. Who's gonna win? Who do you think would win? As far as checking your drawing, I don't know if you put it in the. Can you try to put it in the community tab of this channel? Then I could see it. Fuck yeah, that'd be cool. I could check it out. Gonna start getting that going. Then we could start sharing artwork. All right, get this right here. I'm gonna mess with this. Mess with that a little bit. Oh, yep. Done. All right. Yeah, I'll check it out after the stream, brother. I'll go look at it. Hopefully, it'll be all nice and loaded up without any discrepancies. Thanks for hitting like. I'll probably be putting this that up a lot. That poll. There we go. He's gonna be super swole. Super swole. There we go. Tricky little angle to get that arm. That's pretty brutal coming down like that. Getting pretty far on this piece tonight. Yeah, I'm low key kind of happy. These things usually take a while. All right. Got pretty far on this tonight. Probably going to call it right there. Let's get a little later, but might be a little too late. Yeah. So got it right there. We were able to get those put in, the figures, but we still got a lot of work to do. Especially when I put in that panther up there attacking Panther attacking this dude. So that's going to take some time to put that in there. Yeah. But yeah, we went about almost 2 hours. So yeah, we landed on something out of all these again. All those. I landed on that one, which was this one backwards. Kind of, sort of. Yeah. So we got that. Yeah. Got that. We'll have some room, somewhere to start off with this for later too. Looking forward to that. Yep. Let's see. So looking at the this leg right here is kind of bugging me. Yeah, his leg is gonna be a little thicker. All right, cool. Guess I'm gonna call it, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll be seeing you next time. Trying to do another stream, hopefully tomorrow. Everyone, be bold, be brave. Check it out. Yeah, I really want to work on this some more, though. Let's see here. Might be able to do a little more, but yeah, probably gonna need some more coffee because it's kind of late over here. Yeah. Yep. Maybe yeah, I don't have any coffee. That's the only problem. You get a little sleepy. I think you guys know how it is. Start working on a piece and then you get like a zap. So, but yeah, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Everybody be bold, be brave, and roll the bones to Sonoy roll. I'll see you guys next time.